Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to this tutorial. And in this previous tutorial, we have seen how to write the hello world on your render page. So in this tutorial, we will see the folder structure. So as can be seen on the left hand side over here. So there are different folders and files which have been created inside of our main directory, which is hello-world. And first of all, we have the .next. So .next is basically the you can say it's a build file which has been created when you run npm run dev, npm build or npm start. So this is like a dist or the build folder in the rest of the languages like the React.js and all. So you shouldn't be adding this file manually. So it has another for like it is having its own structure like the different files over here, like JSON files and the folders, cache and everything. So basically this is been generated when you hit the run command, okay, npm run dev or npm build, npm run build, and or the npm start. Okay, so next is node modules. So node modules are basically these are the modules required by our repository. So when we say npm installed React or npm installed Exio, so whatever that is, all those packages are being stored inside of these node modules. So when it comes to pushing the code to your repository, like the GitHub repository build, okay, wherever you're pushing your code, you shouldn't be pushing this folder because it's very bulky and contains all your modules. So basically, let me just tell you, if you go to the package.json, so this dependency is what you see, right? React DOM, Next, and all those things. These are the packages which we have which got installed automatically. But when we install some dependencies, all the data, the node modules get installed over here. Okay, so all the data of these packages are inside of this node modules. And next we have this public folder. So public folder basically contains our images or the SVGs files which are required by a project. The image is what we show. And next we have our src folder over here. So when it comes to the SRC is the main entry point over here, which is having one more F folder. So basically when it comes to the SRC is our main entry point, and this is basically used for routing when it comes to the Next.js. And inside of this SRC, we will have the pages, components, and other things which are code repository is in need of. Okay, so this is our main entry point. And next we have is git ignore. So git ignore is basically this is used when we are pushing the code to the GitHub Bitbucket or wherever it is. So as can be seen, I told you like we have to we shouldn't be pushing this node modules. So we have to whatever we don't want to push, we have to add it to the git ignore file. So as can be seen, there are a lot of things which we have added over here, like this build folder and other things which we don't want to push it to the repository. So all that data goes inside of the git ignore file. So now we have this ESLint. So this is basically with respect to the ESLint. So if you're using the ESLint, so this file will be working with that. And next we have the dev-env.d.ts file. So this is basically the TypeScript declaration file which is automatically generated. This ensures that TypeScript knows about the Next.js types, so it has been taken care by this file. And next we have the next.config.ts. So this is basically the configuration file. So all the configurations which you want to do to the project, it is done via this file. So basically, like when it comes to the React strict mode and all, you can enable it over here. And so these are some of the options which I have put. So we will be doing all the configurations in the next config.ts file. So as can be seen, like strict mode has been enabled to true, which helps to catch the potential issues in the React. And SWC minified true, like which is basically the used SWC compiler for the faster building, and allows the external image sources. If I'm just putting this code, and if I uncommand this, which is turbo is equal to true, so this is basically enables experimental turbo pack. Okay, so potentially like all the configurations so which you want to do it inside of your repository will be doing that with the help of this next.config.ts file. And next we have the package log JSON file. So this basically ensures that same environment has been set across all the machines. So when it comes to the package log JSON file, so this basically associated with the package.json. So what happens actually whenever any package has been installed, each package has its version over here. Okay, so as can be seen, each package is having its respective version, and whenever we are pushing the code, we have to if we are pushing this log file, it ensures that same version of the packages are maintained across all the machines, so whoever is using this code. And next we have the package.json file, so it is basically having the name of the repository version and private true. Then it is having the script like dev, when we run the npm run dev, so it will execute this particular command, next dev. And then we have the build, then start, lint, and these are the dependencies. So whatever dependencies we install, those are being listed over here. So when it comes to the script, there is this dev, build, and start. So basically when it comes to the dev stands for the development mode, build is basically the production build, and start is production start, like the production server what we are starting. So this is with respect to that. And the lint is basically it runs the lint to check for the potential errors. And next we have the dev dependencies. And next we have the dev dependencies. So basically when it comes to the dev dependencies, these are the packages that are needed only during the development and not in the production. They help basically with the type checking, linting, styling, building, etc. Okay, so when you deploy, the production build excludes this, so you don't have to worry about all these things. And next we have the post css .config.mjs. So when it comes to the post css.config.mjs file, so basically it's a post css config file, which basically the tool that processes your css. And when it comes to the processing the css, tailwind css version 4 runs on top of the post css. Okay, so basically this file tells the post css which plugin to use. And when it comes to the telling the which plugin to use, we have the plugin like the tailwind css plugin, like as can be seen over here. So we have configured that inside of the config. And next we have the readme.md file. So basically this is the file which was generated along with this project. So it generally tells how to run this particular project. And if you want to add some details about the project, you can add that inside of the readme.md. And then we have the tsconfig.json. So basically when it comes to the tsconfig.json, this is the TypeScript configuration file. It tells TypeScript how to compile your .ts or .tsx file. Without it, TypeScript won't know which file to check, which ECMA script version to target, or where to find the type definition. Okay, so all that has been declared inside of this config file. So this is all about the structure of our Next.js repository. In the next tutorial, we will see some advanced level tutorial topics of the Next.js, and I'll be continuing with this particular series, and I hope you guys will stick around. Thanks for watching.